What to do, my homies? Happy Thursday to all you guys, man. I see my brother Angel is in the house. What is up? Charles, what is going on with you, man? Long time no see. I hope all is well with you guys. It's Thursday, technically my Friday. Yes, so it feels like a Friday. However, it is a Thursday. So tomorrow, Amy has the day off. Therefore, I decided to take the day off with her. They are doing something at Swish's school tomorrow, which is we knew about it, but we weren't paying attention. But they're having like a um eighth grade versus faculty volleyball game. So I'm like, you know what? That sounds pretty fresh. Let's jump in on that. So yeah, so we're gonna be over there hanging out and doing all of that. So we're pretty amped up, pretty excited for that. Chloe, what's good with you? Hope all is well. Thank you so much. Sass, how are you? Welcome on in. Thank you so much for coming on in. I hope you guys have had a fabulous, fabulous, fabulous week. Um, and then hi Bacon Amy and Squishy. Thank you so much, man. Yeah, everyone's just chilling. We're actually in all honesty, we're counting down the days. Officially, she's got Squish has got 5 full official days of school that is left. And then she has graduation practices, and then we're gonna prep for graduation. So I'm pretty amped up, pretty excited for her. I know she's getting excited for it. It's been a tough year for her, man. So, the fact that she's going through it and in good spirits is always heartwarming for sure. Um What's good, homie? What's up, Hennessy? How you doing, man? What's up, Jimbo? I think someone is missing being tracked. Dude, I'm gonna be all straight up honesty. Like, I haven't really done my laundry, and it is a pretty warm day. So I saw it hanging up. I was like, you know what? Might as well, right? Might as well. What's up, Cheese Bob? Yeah, loving these names, man. Cheese Bob's. She graduating? She is graduating from eighth grade, going on to high school. What's up, Manny? How you doing? My brother Corey's in the house. What is up? Chilo's in the house. What is up, Chilo? Our Jurassic Chaos D's in the house. My homegirl Red is in the house. What is up, Red? Sandy's in the house. I remember my eighth grade graduation like it was yesterday. You know what? Yes, me too. Me too. Nice shirt. Thank you. This is my track and field's finest. And what trips people out, I don't think you can see the tag, but it's actually Jordan. That's a Jordan brand t-shirt, man. So, or shirt, and it's dry fit. So, if I sweat through it, you know, Jesus Lord. Oh, okay. I get you. I get you. So, yeah. Anywho, guys, hold on. Give me 1 second here, really quick. Let me do this. Um, and so I hope all is well with you. But yeah, I remember 100% remember my eighth grade year, my graduation. It was so much fun. We were fortunate. I was fortunate enough to go to a private school. So in many ways, we had a much smaller class than others. So we had more of a little private ceremony. So just remembering those last couple days, and I feel bad. I legitimately just feel bad for Squish because I know it's been a kind of rough go at it. Pretty much because you everything with the change of school, with just everything. So, but the good thing is she has most of her friends with her, which is always cool. And then sorry guys, I just want to go ahead and add some stuff here. And then you know what? I actually should be doing this right here. So so bear with me real quick, guys. I forget we got some dipshits that tend to come in here, and it's all good. You know what? It is all good. So mods, if you guys want to handle that, if not, all good. Realistically, when you get no play in life, when you get no women in life, and the only woman in your life is your right hand and your left hand, you come into streams and act stupid and want to see people's you know what I mean. You know what I mean, right? So ultimately, God be with them. They crappy, and that's that. So let me go ahead. Unfortunately, got to do this. Unfortunately, I got to do this. It makes no sense to do this. So all good. You know what? Again, at the end of the day, if that makes them happy, by all means, let it make them happy. Do that. I'm doing well. Surgery went great last month on the 29th. That's good, man. I'm so happy to hear that. Um, I'm about to very car giving some friends. Oh, and I see Louise is in the house. So, my friends, again, if I have just sent some of you guys some messages, what is, dude, that is actually the funniest thing. What do they want from me? Well, apparently to see my manhood, you know. Yeah. But I'm so glad to hear that all is well with you. Louise is in the house. I drew a very silly card game with. I wonder what card game is this? But let's see, delete that comment, and then yeah, we actually just bought a bunch of silly card games too that we I can't wait to get the crew out to come and play with. Pizza Moon's in the house. What is up? But I've been so backed up on my IG messages, guys. I am so sorry, but I did respond to a bunch of y'all last night because I had some time and I just decided to go through it, power through them, get through all those messages and see what's good. So again, thank you, Louise. I had sent you a message too. So again, I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry. I don't mean to be backtrack. It's called Mal and it's basically full of silly rules. You get to add silly rules as game goes on. That's what's up. That is what's up. Um, Waiting for that patent sip. Yes. So all of this is all actually, I think we started actually buying some stuff. Actually, we almost have the Amazon list ready to go about just some little knickknacks. I think all of them, as I've said before, is gonna start falling into place as soon as Squish's graduation is actually done. Jackie and Baby's in the house. What is up, Jackie and Baby? I was beginning to send you a text message earlier, and then I got sidetracked, so it's just sitting there without being pressed sent. But it's there. It's chilling right there. But yeah, so the next couple weeks, like I said, tomorrow we're gonna be hanging out with at Squish's school to watch the eighth grade volleyball game. And then next week, it's a pretty solid week, except for Friday, because Friday they're doing something very special for the eighth graders. So we'll be a part of that. Got to go. All good, Louise. Good to see you. Thank you so much for jumping on in. Appreciate you. Marinating. That's right. Solid week, absolutely. And then I think next week Friday really is gonna start. So Monday, Squish is gonna be going on her class trip. Jimmy, I'm sorry, getting lunch ready. Oh, what's for lunch? I had a fat steak, porterhouse steak that I had cooked on the Blackstone. So y'all check out the short because I did record a short, but I'll check that out, send that over later. Um, and then I had some leftover rice and beans that Amy made last night, and it is on point. And y'all may want to keep an eye out on the 1,618-year-old. Might be time to play whack-a-mole. But either ways, I'm gonna make tacos. Plus, I love it, man. I want a steak too. It was bomb. I actually was supposed to bring it yesterday, and I forgot. And I was crazy emo. But then I remembered today. But I had rice and beans with it. So, oh my god. Um, let's see. We had a fun freshman Friday before we started school. It was fun. That's cool. That's very cool. So the following week, yeah, she's got her class trip. Tuesday she's got classroom. She has class rehearsal. Um, Graduation rehearsal. Wednesday I think rehearsal. Thursday is their award ceremony, I believe, and then something else in the evening. And then Friday is actually her luncheon from her other school, plus one of her graduations. And then she's going to have official graduation on Saturday. So it's going to be an emo week. I'm not going to say, I'm not going to try to even sugarcoat that one because, we always knew we'd probably be an emotional wreck anyway for her graduation because it's her only child. Oh, Jesus. Um, and then yeah, so we already knew it, but I just think because of circumstances this one's just gonna hit a little bit. Oh geez, yeah. I don't know about just in case, um yeah. So either ways, again, Yeah. So, anyways, I mean, we'll get through that. But going back to eighth grade year, I think about what my eighth grade year. Again, we had a very, very small. Sorry, I got sidetracked a little bit because of the dipshits that pop in here. But our eighth grade year, we did things a little bit different. Like I remember we had a final eighth grade breakfast together. And if you guys have any of the memories from when you guys were younger, no, please be sure to share it, man, because I like thinking about how things were, because we obviously have to think about how things are. And then, just because it's how we gotta think of how things are gonna be, you know. Um, and then I have an eighth grade graduate as well. On her graduation day, unfortunately, I'm having a kidney procedure, but the rest of the family. Oh, I'm so sorry to hear that. I hope they record it for you. Um, oh, that's boo boo. But yeah, that's and I hope all it goes well with the kidney procedure. What's up now, brother? You right on time. But congratulations to your eighth grader graduating. Again, it's a huge accomplishment going on to high school. Officially what I say the beginning of their independence, officially the beginning of them, trying to break away from you in a good way, independence ways. So as our eighth grade dinner or breakfast, I should say, our teacher had a cool little thing he used to eat when he was back in Missouri. And his breakfast was actually biscuits and chocolate. So I don't know if you guys have ever had this. I've never had it since. I don't know because maybe I don't want to ruin it for myself, but biscuits and chocolate was basically melted chocolate, and I think we just did Pillsbury biscuits, and you poured the melted chocolate over the biscuits, and we had that for breakfast. And that thing was super, 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 super heat, but just to have that with all the thing, we had some eggs too or something, but it was so cool, man. To just have something like that. We had Sugar Shane coming to our middle school, but I was absent. Oh, no way. That's heat. Yeah, that's what's up. And what's up? Hey, if you need me to talk to your boss and tell him, you know what? Listen, Angie can't be ninjaing, man. She needs to be in. She's gonna be in the chat. It's just gonna be for about 45 minutes to an hour. She'll make up the time. Let me know if I gotta reach out to somebody, talk on your behalf. Let me know. I could do that. But always a pleasure to have you in here, Ange. Thank you so much for jumping on in, especially all my friends that are in here right now. Oh, I love these. Why did you time out? Why? Why did I time them out? I don't know. I just felt like it. I don't know. Because I don't know, you're an idiot. Um I don't know. There's a slew of different reasons why I did what I did. You know. It's just I did, you know. But anywho, let's see here. Dude, I remember my eighth grade graduation was kind of sad. It was the last day I saw my best friend from middle school. We both went to different school and never saw him again until this day. What? Like, what happened? Like, what happened with that? Is it like, did you guys just not connect? Did you guys forget to exchange like numbers? Like, what happened? Like, I honestly, I think about it. It's funny that you actually said that because I went to, I think it was kindergarten, probably was kindergarten. I went to kindergarten with this one dude, and we were pretty close. We were pretty close for the most part. Yes, I must be present in the chat. That's right. So let me know. I'll write you a note to get you out of work. But so we'd hang out quite a bit, and then I remember one day he came over and he just came to say what's up. His mom drove him over and he was like, "Oh, hey, I was wondering if I could borrow your Simpsons game on the Nintendo system." And it's crazy how you remember just vivid things like this. And I told him, "Oh, dude, you know what? I'm actually really enjoying playing it right now. I don't want to let it go." Like, and he goes, "Oh, are you sure?" And I'm like, yeah, dude. Like, normally I have this other game you could borrow if you want, but I'm actually really into the Simpsons game right now. And then he's like, "Oh, okay, it's cool." Well, dude, literally that probably happened on a Friday, and on Monday he never came back to school, and I have never ever ever seen him since. And my guess is probably because I didn't find out he moved away. He moved out of town. So I was like, dude, imagine if I would have given. And because remember, back in the days, my parents weren't balling like that. My parents weren't balling. So if I gave up borrowed that game and never saw it again, I in return would have never seen that game again either myself. So talk about decisions that you're like, damn, thank God I didn't do that. But then as I started, because I never forgot this, and I really started thinking, I was like, damn, did those parents really try to jack a fucking 5-year old? Like, really? Because how you not know you gonna move and how you not know? Like, so if I would have let you borrow that game, and it's not like he moved out of town. This mofo moved out of state, like completely gone. So I'm thinking, like, dude, what if? Again, that's the what if, you know? So that's kind of a trip. So, dude, we literally an exchange number, and you never see. Sometimes it just happened, man. Need a note also. This conference call, you won't want to hear the meeting on the. I got you, man. Everyone, just send me a message. Say, hey, I need a note, and I got you guys. Don't even trip. Oh, that's a trip. Um, Multitasking at its finest. Hell yeah. DJ NC's in the house. What you? Yeah. Sorry. Oh my goodness, bacon. I'm sorry. It wasn't my language. I apologize. That happened to me in elementary school. We lived in La Puente and we bought a house in Pomona. Yeah, see, that's like, was it like on the fly though? Like you bought it today, left the next day, but this dude left out of state. So this family was gonna bamboozle me out of my damn Simpsons game. I can't even believe that. I can't even believe that. But happy Thursday to you. Always good to have DJ NC in the house. What you? Can I get a note for tomorrow? Get a nice 4-day weekend. And you know what? When Amy and I decided to take tomorrow off, none of us, it crossed our mind that we had Monday off. So that's just a happy surprise. Matt is in the house. I don't know if I said hi to Matt again. It feels like I've been on forever, but I haven't. But yeah, no, not the language, the game thing. Oh, okay. I was like, oops, excuse me, in my potty mouth. During summer school it happened. Oh, just on. Okay, got you. But yeah, I got you, Jimbo. Let me know. I'll write you a note. By the way, the shirt is getting your shirt is getting me in a better mood. Oh, my shirt. This is my track shirt. Y'all already know, man. Everyone, I kid you not, my hand on everything I love. Everyone's been talking about my shirt today. They're like, dude, it's like such a happy shirt of whatever it is. I'm like, dude, I don't know. Like, I really do like this shirt. I really enjoyed wearing it for track this year. Everyone, please don't forget to pop that like button and show you star. Thank you so very much. Serge is in the house. What is up, my brother? Hope all is well with you, my guy. Hope work's not overworking you too much. Um, did you go to Leilani on the beach after Universal? Sure did it. Did you go to Leilani? I don't even know what that is. So maybe you could enlighten me on that one, but no. Chances are probably not. I as well did a lot before my trips. Oh, where were you heading out to? Yeah, where are you heading out to? But so I've seen her, and mind you, we had, and maybe that's why it's not really hitting squish. Dude, your shirt got me blessed on flashbacks. I'm telling you, man, it is Throwback Thursday, man. So might as well just continue riding out with it, right? Um, you know, I think because I'm looking and just seeing how squishes, again, we're still checking her demeanor, make sure she's all good, make sure all is well with her. Just again, because we can't excuse and we can't ignore the fact that this year started off pretty traumatic, and as strong as she is still a 14-year-old girl. So we just want to make sure that her head's right, everything is right, and she's all good. Minneapolis for a week, and then then El Salvador for 2 weeks later. Oh, sweet. All right, that's what's up, man. Have a blast, brother. Stay safe. And we're sitting here and we're like, you know what? Seeing how she's interacting with her friends, and I think trying to put myself back into her situation, like when I was in 8th grade. And obviously, I kept in touch. I'm not like Jimbo, who just straight never saw his best friend again. Dude, that shit's heartbreaking, bro. I'm legit like sad, bro. Like, damn. Have you ever tried to just try to look on Facebook or IG, type in his name and see if he came up? And I've done that. Like, I've tried to locate one, And I remember this one guy. His name was Eric, and he was in my class. And I honestly remember the one thing where I was like, dude, the coolest thing I think I probably saw at that time as a fourth grader. Dude, go play with your hands, fool. Um, and then like so he was in class, and before class even started, he rubbed his tummy, and he's like, I don't know, man, I'm just gassy today, and I don't even care. And I'm like, what's that even mean? He's like, oh, just gassy, and I don't even care. I was like, all right, that's cool. He went down to reach for a pencil, and he just went. Brrrr! That was the loudest fart I have ever heard in my life. That, and we've had some pretty crazy nights. Pretty like after the fair, we ate some pretty crazy things, and we may have been lighting up the house like it was World War II, but nothing on God is my witness ever compared to the rip that dude laid in class. Not once, not twice, not three times, but one was when he bent over to like pick up his pencil and he went, and that thing was like, dude, it's like when the T-Rex in Jurassic World blows in your face and go, brrr, you know, like I was like, whoa, like our face was like, because he let that boy go. He let that boy go. So then when he did that, he looked up and his face was just like, huh, crazy. Then he went to cross his legs and he's like, oh Pete, man, I can't do this. I can't do this. I'm like, and he just went, crossed his legs like this, and it was like, I was like, ooh, ooh, ooh. And then he went to go sharpen his pencil, and as he stood up and he would just go like all the way down, and he did not have a concerned look on his face, and I just could not stop laughing, man. It was the greatest thing ever, man. For sure, hands down, the greatest thing, man. um Henry, I'm doing well, but someone in my block all flat set a bit of fire in their property. Ooh, oh my good, man. Thank God everything's all right, man. Remember what I told you, dude. Hey, you know what? To me, I don't care what anybody says. In all honesty, can you? That's good. Um, yeah. So, what was actually funny? What was funny about the whole thing was, is that I know a lot of people, and again, it's just to me, I always thought fart jokes is always funny. Like, I mean, and I think most people within my generation, what is that? Um, I think a lot of people in our generation still find a good fart joke like just extremely just funny. But then I don't know if Squish's generation actually finds them as funny as we found them. And it's like to many ways, like I think when people say, oh, did you mention fart? Shh, be careful, don't say that. I'm like, what are you talking about? So because my boy Eric did that, I just like Jimbo, knows his name. And I don't know if Jimbo has actually tried to look for him, but I tried to look for my boy Eric, man. Never found him. I know he lived in Pomona. He migrated down to Dina. And yeah. I just wanted to call him and just tell him, listen, man, in my fourth grade year, from kinder to fourth grade, you brought so much happiness to my life because you just let him rip. You literally made our classroom sound like freaking Jurassic World, man. I still have the shorts I haven't posted, bro. I think that's why I got super excited. I think that's why. And if you guys don't know, maybe Henry will post it at one day or another. But yeah, he has a very special short with some very special air from a very special person in his life. And I just, when we heard that live, I honestly could not stop because I think that happened during Vlogmas, if I'm not mistaken, right? Um, and oh my god, I laughed and I laughed and I laughed. So when Amy found me, I was like on the couch, just like hunched over, like just straight dying and dying, like just cracking up, could not stop laughing. And then when I replayed it for Amy, Amy did the same thing. But then we showed it to Squish, and she giggled, but not as much as we did, which again leads me to believe that yeah, in all honesty, that I don't know, maybe she doesn't necessarily find the fart jokes funny. Anyways, that's neither here nor there. Hope I didn't lose you because I was talking about farts, guys. So I apologize. My sincerest apologies. But they're farts are funny, guys. So again, mods, thank you guys so much. I guess I tried to ban some of them on my end too. Um but shout out to Rodolfo Rodriguez, man. You know, shout out to Rodolfo. You know, Rodolfo, if by some chance you are watching this live stream, my friend Jimbo misses you. He misses you a whole lot, and he hopes you are doing well. But Shady Lady P's in the house. Sorry if I missed Shady Lady P. I think if she's in the house, shout out to her. Um, Love Shady Lady P. Hope all is well with you. And let's see, people. Let's see. People always complaining. Will be blocked. Time out. No questions asked. Just have fun, guys. Yeah. You know what? I don't. You know, I honestly don't even give a shit. You could come here and say anything, but even then, if I say something stupid, and I say a lot of stupid things, I do a lot of stupid things. I draw the line when people start saying dumb things like that. I mean, trolls, again, my hope is that they at least hit the like button. If you hit the like button, you say your piece, that's fine. You know, and some of these people stemmed. They came from, the videos that I did with the Eaton Fire because they think I was milking people. So whatever. Like they could straight go to hell. It's all good. Good afternoon. I love the colors on your tea, Bacon. I'm cleaning and listening in. Best thing to listen as I clean. Oh, thank you. Yeah, this shirt is heat, man. I wish I should have bought another one in case something ever happens to this one. Maybe I go check out the discount rack and see if there's another one. But hey, Anahi, again, I hope you had a great birthday. I hope Angel spoiled the living patoot out of you. Um, and hope you had a great one. So happy 21st birthday. Um, Enjoy. I hope you had a really great day. Dude, I think this is Bart Simpson's song, if I remember. Beans, beans, magical fruit. The more you eat, the more you toot. So you know what's actually funny about that, Jimbo? Because I know I remember Bart when he would do this. Yeah, he did it. But my buddy George. So shout out to my buddy George. Again, probably never see this, but hopefully the good juju that I'm putting out there gets to his ears one way or another. But my friend George, he would be in class. And if I've said the story before, I apologize, but I love the story. So if it's a really good story, well, maybe to me it's really good. But I like it. It makes me happy. So I'm gonna say the damn story again. We were in class. And he was saying beans, magic fruit. And we were talking about poems. And again, this was an eighth grade class. So I think all the good stuff happens in like eighth grade. But he was saying, Shady Lady P must have a fast internet. I think so, man. She's flying. She's got the best internet. Our internet connection here works kind of boo boo, um, but yeah, we were in class. We were talking about poetry of some sort, and he put up his hand and he said, "Oh, I got a poem." And then our teacher would be like, "All right, George, what is it?" It's called Beans. And he literally just did the stare. Like, I just remember his face. So he'd be like, he goes, "Oh, we're talking about poems. Does anybody have one to share?" He put up his hands and he's like, "I got one." And the teacher looked at him and says, he goes, "All right, what's the name of your poem?" He goes, "Beans." And then the teacher's like, "Oh my God, George, whatever." So we went through this for about 2 weeks or so. Like we had, I want to say poetry is probably like maybe 2 times a week. And then he goes again, he goes, "Oh, does anybody want to share before you wrap up this section?" And he goes, he goes, "I got one. It's called Beans." And then the teacher's like, "All right, George, get on up here. Let's hear your rendition of Beans." And he just panicked. It was like a deer in headlights. Um, He goes, "No, you've been saying this for weeks now. Now's your time. I want to hear this Beans." And then he said, "Beans means magic fruit. The more you eat, the more you toot." And he goes, "Louder. If you're gonna say it, you got to say it louder." Magical fruit, the more you eat. So ever since that, every time I hear that beans, a magical fruit, I think of my boy George, man, who took one for the team by just saying beans and squinting his face like he just ate a lemon. Some people are idiots. How can you milk that kind of a situation? Couldn't make that tragedy up too much. They're saying because I made a video of it and the video was monetized and people were getting super chats for my family donating through YouTube that I was doing that. And they got mad that I went to Universal when we not to Universal to Knott's Berry Farm. They said, "Oh well, I guess they took all that money that people entrusted to them and now decide to go to theme parks." Well, dipshit, I had those passes from way before this happened. And I think what people tend to forget is I still have a full-time job. Amy still has a full-time job. Like, just because that happened doesn't mean we our jobs burn down. So at what point do we get to start living and it'd be okay to certain people? It makes zero sense to me. And then if I had anything new and you backpack, like they pinpointed details to shorts saying, well, look, he spent his money to buy a new backpack. Well, yeah, stupid, I lost all my backpack. What am I going to do? Take the money, hold it forever, and walk around naked with nothing to hold nothing in? Like, the hell does that even mean? I don't even know. So then I do remember distinctly heard one. I said, all right, dipshit, jump in the live chat and say your piece. Say your piece. Exactly. Tell me how I'm milking it in the live chat so we could talk about this, not through comments. And what's the shit I get? Let me see your penis. Let me get your peanuts. Let me get your shit. You stupid, man. But yeah, looking forward to my 20s. By the time I go to timeout, someone already did it. I'm telling you, some people are quick to the draw, man. Hey, man, member extraordinaire Daniel Delgado is in the house. What is up with you, my brother? How goes it? Beans, I'm telling you, his face. But that last one where he did it, he was shaking because he didn't want to laugh, but he just was like completely like convulsing, shaking. So funny, man. I honestly could not stop laughing about that, man. They can kiss an ass. That's right. They're not placed to judge others. You want to be judged, and that's, you know what? That's fine. You know what they say? Opinions are like assholes. Everybody's got them, you know. So is what it is. Crazy, bro. People these days, yeah, you know what it is, but it doesn't matter at the end of the day. Honestly, it does not matter. What matters is I got you guys that are in here vibing with me on a weekly basis, and that right there, you know, you could put the super chats aside, you could put the monetization from YouTube aside. That means more to me to have some of you down to earth mofos hanging out with me on a weekly basis. And as we near the 18K, I always say it ain't a me thing, it's a we thing. We did this together. Whether it means because of the fire, I met a bunch of you brand new ones that came in, and that's what kickstarted our channel into hella overdrive. Hella overdrive. I'm grateful it happened. Not grateful the house burned because shit, I would have rather stayed at 5,000 and not have us go through that, not have my city go through that. But the fact is, it happened. And if that's, you know, if me making a video documenting what happened propelled us to where we're at now, I'm not going to apologize about it. And if people want to be upset and not talk to me about it, I don't care. That's the thing. At the end of the day, I got my down, ride or dies with me here. And that's all that matters. So the trolls, I mean, you could come in, that's cool, but then my peeps boot you out just as quick as you come in. So that's, you know, that's it. But it doesn't even matter. It doesn't honestly even matter, because what's happening is that, you know, we've been living on this, just on this cloud of just happiness lately. Just because, yes, we obviously can't forget what happened, but I'm looking toward the future, damn it. Like, looking toward the future. Squish's graduation's coming up and we are riding high. You know, we're trying to give her the best possible experience. She did a yearbook. In fact, let me see if I could bring this up. If I could bring this up, they asked her, you know, they needed someone to do a yearbook cover. And I haven't shared this. I don't know if I shared this with my crew, to be honest with you. But let me see if I could bring that up. If I could bring that up. Look, so this was the yearbook cover that she actually she created, you know, and it kind of brings me into what I was talking about anyway, you know. She signed it at the bottom, her yearbook cover. That was the front. And let me see if I could bring another one. And here's the back of it. Where she literally made her back. Actually, she changed this one. Well, this is one that we did for something else that she doesn't even know about. So I'm not going to say much about it. But this is the back of it, which those are all of her classmates. So, however she did this, however she managed to render this, those are all her classmates from when they all received their jackets. So again, it's we're trying to make this experience. We're gonna ride high. She deserves it, and we're super happy, super proud of everything. More to worry about besides the fire. There aftermath effects for years to come to worry about a backpack. Exactly. Thank you. So she did. Oh, thank you guys. Thank you guys so very much. Thank you guys. Yeah. So ideally it's something that if I could get an extra copy, I'd love everyone to sign that. For her because I think it's going to be a great memory for her to have to come in. But again, I was super proud of the work. So at the end of the day, at the very end of the day, if people are upset for, and that's the thing, those that I talk to on a daily basis know where I stand with everything. And shit, I know I feel like a broken record because I keep saying it. But you're not going to piss on my parade. You're going to distract me if you come in with your stupidity and I have to change the settings to the stream. Like, I get that, whatever, you're going to throw me off, but you're not going to piss on my day. There is absolutely much worse things in life, especially now, and everything in January puts stuff into perspective. And you're not. So if you're going to be envious of the fact that the channel is growing and you don't want to be a part of it, fine. If you're mad because I'm doing this, fine. If you're mad because I talked to somebody that you don't like, fine. And I love that one that says, I'm at the point of my age right now. If you tell me 2 plus 2 is 11, you're right. 2 plus 2 is 11. I'm not going to argue. I don't care. I don't care. And I really wish, I really, really, really wish. Now, if there is one hope that I could tell you guys about, and it falls within the realm of Throwback Thursday, is those ones that sang their shoulda, woulda, couldas at the beginning before I even started this UB2B thing. That, oh, we'll be there to support. Hey, we got your back. We do this. And then once I start doing it, they start distancing themselves. Like it's. I'm just mad. You know what, Corey? I'm about to go hit a Foot Locker, man. Let me know your shirt size, bro. And if they still have them, bro, I'm sending one your way, bro. I promise you, I'm gonna hit you too, because I gotta go back to the mall anyway. Because some dude told me the wrong thing for my damn iPad, so I'm gonna go. But you shouldn't have to justify anything. You know what? That's true. But if you really want to know, I'm for that. I'm for to tell you. I don't care. That's I'm gonna say it. If you have trolls and haters, you're doing something right. That's what I've heard. That's what I've heard. And I love them just as much. Yes, I talk about it, but hey, Abby, man, I saw. You know what? Angel. We gotta start playing Loteria, man. Because once we stop playing Loteria, Abby went away. What's up, cousin Abby? Hope all is well, man. Good to see you. Please give Big Puppet a big hug and a kiss for me, man. That's my boy. Hope he's still doing the cake thing. Hope he's still making the pastries. And I hope you're doing well. Thank you so much. Great to see you. Very common. Keep growing and shining. Thank you. But that's the thing, man. It's like it's if I could have that wish, all of those people that were in here, even people that you've seen in the chat before and we don't see anymore. It's just, do I have a reason why? No, I don't know. Well, I'm gonna try to fish out the reason. Hey, why don't you come to my chat anymore? Like, what? Why don't you ride up my crew? How come you don't talk to me the way you used to? That's your prerogative. It's not to say that I don't miss you guys, because I'm adamant that I've said that everybody that I've encountered, even the stupid ass trolls, the positive I could take from them is that I had to change permissions on my YouTube channel to better protect us. So I thank you guys for that. But I take those little its and bits of everything. Your testy cancer brother will be in at the end. Wait, who's that, Serge? Wait. Oh, who's that? Gil? But yeah, let me know, man. But that's the thing. I take the good from everybody, whether I still talk to him or not. Oh, Gil, I figured. Well, that's if he hits me up, bro. He never hits me up when he's in town anymore. So that's on him. But again, I'm not gonna seek out to go hang out with him. If he wants to see me, he can see me when he's here. And that was when we both lived in Altadena and we were a block from each other. So literally a block from each other, and he said nothing. So it's gonna be a little bit harder now because neither of us have those homes anymore. So, but it'd be good to see him for sure. And again, I'm just gonna call it out what it is. I'm telling you, I'm not sugarcoating things anymore. Like, not that's not toward you, Serge. I love you, man. See, besitos and hugs, besitos and hugs. But yeah, again, we are here with you till the end. Thank you, man. Thank you. I love y'all. Chilo's in the house. What up, Chilo? But yeah, see, so again, but Serge, man, we need to hang out, bro. Let me know when you're free. I know you're a busy man, bro. Um, but yeah, so that's kind of like my spiel. But now that I'm actually on the rant, what's actually funny is there is time now. Here, this is where I know life is starting to become back just a little bit normal, because prior to this, one of the things we always used to do, even go throwback, when the technology started to grow. Obviously technology is far and few from where we were back then to where we're at now. But when different programs became available on the computer, on our Windows, we used to manipulate stuff. And you know you sometimes you lose sight of that. You become an adult and you forget to have fun with certain aspects. And it just reminded me because I showed you guys the yearbook cover that Squish made. So you guys have seen this one before. I did this. I think this was probably one of the pictures that I took for one of the thumbnails for one of the lives. And at this point, it just became a lot. I used to love creating new thumbnails for every live stream that we had, but I figure I just need to make one uniform. And it's not even a good one, to be honest with you, but nonetheless, it's there. But I took this one and I put this one in the chat GPT because I teach a chat GPT, not a chat GPT, AI course here at the center. I'm trying to just tell seniors, you know what? AI is here. Just embrace it. Let's have fun with it. Especially because you talk about Throwback Thursday, you talk about the seniors, man. They do not let stuff go. And I hear so many times about back in the days, we ain't have this, we ain't do this. Time wasn't like this. We could get away with this, and you can't get away with this. And the stories are just hilarious. So I decided to tell them, listen, you could manipulate photos, kind of do what you want to do. And so I took this photo. Why I use this photo, I have no idea. So I ran it through the filter of ChatGPT, and I says, please create this photo into a Renaissance style painting. And it did this. And I started laughing because I was telling, thank you so much, man. I need to go to the eye doctor and get more contacts. I have one pair left. So I'm holding on to that bad boy like it's my true love, man. Hugging onto it like nobody's business. But the mayor of Chicago is in the damn house. Y'all show some love to my man Felix. Mayor of Chicago is here. What is up, my brother? But yeah, so I put Renaissance style photo. So I started cracking because again, like you see, it just has a top part of my chain right here, me looking up, and then I went to this. Oh my god, you finally have a full grown beard. Does onions work? I told you. Well, it works in the chat GPT world, it does. And I started laughing because it's like I got turned into like I don't know, an Italian looking white guy, and then just the pictures in the background, how they converted the pictures. Because if you look here, the pictures actually and you could actually see it right here. It's the picture of my parents on the doorstep when we were delivering food to them during COVID. CNC's in the house. What is up? Shout out to my homie CNC again. So incredibly happy, proud that they're happy out in their new place in Vegas. So I can't wait to go to Vegas. At least I can now say I know people in Vegas. And hopefully we get to link up when we go over there. So I hope all is going well with y'all. I'm gonna send y'all a message soon just to, continue sending you my good juju, good vibes, and hope everything is well with you guys. But yeah, so we switch it back over and look at my chain. My chain now has a saint hanging on it, and the background is like of an old, like Italian looking building. and got some saints in the back. So I started cracking up. Yeah, that AI does come up with some very interesting stuff, man. Fryer bacon for real. It monked me out, man. So then I started laughing. Any final date? No, not yet. So we're either still looking at August because my aunt really wants us to go out over there. So we gotta just lock it down. So I told Amy, this weekend we're gonna try to lock down all our rest of our stuff that we're doing for summertime. But you're definitely gonna be the first text. Well, my cousin in Chicago is gonna be the first text. You'll be the second, my brother. But that AI picks me look like Jack Osborne a little bit, a little bit. Oh my God, yes, a little bit. Um, yeah, it does come up with some very interesting stuff. So then I decided, you know what? Why stop there? Why stop there? Let's take that same picture and run it through. Turn this picture into me into, or turn this picture into a cartoon, and then I got that. And I'm not going to lie, I absolutely love this one. I don't know why. It just literally has just a whole. It's like this one went just like I'm confused as hell. To me, I'm profound as hell. To I'm just happy as hell. So, but then I love the way I wouldn't even be mad if I were to ever give up my chain and just get one of those palm trees that they have there, because this one had me cry. I don't know why. Mhm. I look like a browner version of Fluffy's cousin, but I don't know. And again, this was actually without even actually thinking about it. This is like how you're up. Yeah, my hatchet man did turn into sideshow Bob. So, dude, it just I don't know. And it's just when I started thinking about this, like, hey, I'm gonna start trying to take my thinking back to just carefree thinking. And this was one of this, and it's kind of like what was like, aha, you know what? This is what I used to do. And it felt good to just do stupidity like this, because to many people, it goes like, oh, you're just playing with Chat GPT and that's it. But this really made me laugh. This really made me just crack up. And I'm not sure why, but it's just funny. So I don't know. I gotta implement this one on something somehow. It may actually end up being the new emote that I put somehow. I don't know, but I don't know. I just found this one really, really comical on so many ways, and I just couldn't stop laughing when I actually went down to doing it. But that I don't know why. I just thought I'd share that with y'all. Um, or Simpsons, yep, because I just thought it was hilarious. Do things that make you guys laugh, and for the most part, take a picture and honestly just do something that'll, make you laugh. Or you know what? That actually may not be a bad sticker. Imagine this, I take this. I could see that being a sticker. If I do it as a cutout, kill the background, and then just put park and sip on the bottom, you know, because that makes it look like, you know what? We're here. I'm ready to party, but I'm happy, but I'm very fluffy. So you could give me a hug. That all makes sense. I tend to think. Dude, okay, I'll send it to you. Just, yeah, as soon as we're done here, I'll send it to you, man. The things that make me laugh are illegal in 5 states. Dude, I'm telling you. Park and sip in the sweater. You know what? Yeah, I'll actually do that, because I think when I'm gonna do some of my travels, I'm gonna end up making some of these as prints. So I don't know, John, if you're watching or listening or start listening, be prepared, man, because y'all about to get a cartoon version of bacon on this one. And then and what's funny is that I know Squish has done this before, but I don't think she uses Chat GPT. She uses something else. But she's done it before, and Squish just looks like a pretty little girl. And Amy, and she looks like a beautiful young woman. Well, beautiful woman and beautiful young girl. Squish and Amy, respectfully. And then I did mine, and I'm just a happy fat guy. That makes sense. Do one of the whole fam. I should, So it's just funny because it's like, it all matches. And somehow it's like chat just I'm a happy fat guy. And that makes sense. Cartoon wise, it just seemed to make sense one way or another. But so that's actually, I don't know. I don't know why I decided to share all. I don't know, but it did make me laugh. It was pretty entertaining. I'm not even gonna try to front. I'm not even gonna try to laugh, including the fur baby Milo. Yeah, Squish has done a lot of Milo, and he's actually really cool. But then the one I think you guys have probably seen this one before. Let me see video. Let me see if I still have this one. Where I did the AI split of me. Let me see. Did that one go? Let's see. So that was one too. So actually I used that one for I don't again, it was just a matter of splitting up AI, me and a criminal and me with the hat. Um so yeah. Again, that damn chat GPT, man. You could get lost using that thing like all day. We're gonna need Milo stickers with Parker sip on his color. That actually would be a very solid idea as well, too. So different things. Let me try to create some of these ones and see what we come up with. Um and we go from there. So before, because I had a conversation yesterday with a very important person in my life. And again, if you guys didn't know, I'm actually a twin. I know there's been many talks about, oh yeah, man, this dude, I'm an only child, but I thought I was an only child. I didn't know I was separated at birth with the twin. But most of you guys already know my sister gained life. And I told her for the better part of about 2 weeks, she's like this stinking close, like this close to hitting 3K. So I told her for the next 2 weeks, I'm gonna make it my priority to just bombard anything and everything I do with just Gain Life's stream. So again, if you guys have not been following, I don't know, mods, if you could drop Gain Life's stuff. If you guys have not followed my twin, my sister, the egg to my bacon, please, please, please show some love, spread the word. Let's get her to 3K. Very humble person. So I said, you're humbled. I'm not. I'm gonna just go ahead and I'm just gonna bomb the hell out of everything I do with yours. So Debbie, how are you? Welcome on in. I hope you're having such an amazing day today. Thank you so much for popping on in as I'm here on my lunch. I feel pretty accomplished. I was supposed to do a slideshow. I knocked that out. I was supposed to do paperwork. I knocked that out. I was supposed to print floor plans. I knocked that out. I'm just on top of the world today, dear friends. So thank you guys so much for blasting Gain and again helping her get up to 3K. I'm super excited. She is an amazing one. So just along with Katie, there's a couple people that when they're live at Disney, I'm gonna watch as much as I can. Again, because that's a long day. But Katie's one of them. Main Street Cowgirl, and then Gain Life. That's the other one too. Yeah, I know. Gain is so. As soon as we're done here, if you guys want to link over to Gain Life's live stream at Disneyland, she is tearing it up at the Land of the Mouse today. AI always fucks up my pictures, but then again, it's probably not AI. No, it's AI, man. Because I'm telling you, man, that should be a sin. AI should be shut down until you. If you mess up the perfection of Hengry, you should not be a thing. So I'm gonna call the powers that be, and I'm gonna make sure that gets changed out, though. But legend. That's my home. You know it, man. And Doom too, man. Doom's gonna be like this crazy. What is it? What can I say? Music producer and stuff too. So I hope he remembers us little people. When he flies up. And my brother Jaycation is in the house. Sick shirt. Thank you so much. I figure the weather outside feels like it's already summer-ish, so I might as well look summer-ish. And then I killed it with the glasses because I don't have my contacts. But what I need is my straw hat, sunglasses on, and a shirt. And I'm gonna feel like I'm right on out there in Cancun. Just But boys are watching Gain on TV. That's right. Sweet, sweet. AI is gonna get fired, Henry. I agree. That's what's gonna go. But Jaycation, my brother, man, make sure you guys get another family adventures, man. Jay is like the he's a cleaner version of what we do. So documents his family life, which is super, super cool. And memories for years to come. So again, if you guys aren't following Jaycation, make sure you guys follow Jaycation. I'm over here looking at Etsy to make a Fortnite version of me. I should just pay you for one, bro. Just chat GPT, bro. Create the best picture you like and literally just put in those parameters. Just be turn me into a Fortnite character, Fortnite version of me, and see what it comes up with. You'll be shocked. Because actually, you know what I'm gonna end up doing, because I've done one of Milo too. And I don't know why this is like the default thing I do where I say, you know what, turn Milo into a Renaissance painting. And I didn't save it, and I'm so mad because he was actually sitting there with the little beret on and had a little coffee cup near his paw, and I didn't save it, and I can't replicate it because a lot of times once you give the parameters one time, that's it. It goes away. It ain't coming back. But you look very distinguished. Your glasses, Bacon. Thank you. I actually really do like my glasses. Like I have no problem. Amy wears glasses. She wears contacts, and for the most part, she will be caught dead before you catch her wearing glasses in public. And I told her you should just rock it, man. Give your eyes a rest from the contacts, man. Um, yeah, Jaycation, amazing, amazing. We don't want to be the clean version. We want to be just like Bacon when we grow up. Well, I mean, yeah, I mean, Aiden's gonna be a G for sure. So y'all gonna have, man, it's gonna be fun, and I can't wait to see those adventures, man. Um, start sipping. That's what I agree with. But anyways, my friends, um, we're nearing on the 1 hour mark. I'm gonna start skedaddling up out of here because I do have to go do some payments. We're having a, I don't even know when it is. I think it's next week sometime. But we are doing sports banquet at Squish the School, so I have to go pay to go do that, and then gotta go get some gas, and then gotta get Squish from school. So yeah, it's gonna be one of them. Don't want to end up with dry. That's what I say. I always have drops with me because my eyes get super dry. But my friends, with that being said, I gotta skedaddle out of here. I appreciate you guys always having my back. Thank you so much for playing whack-a-mole with me today. I'm parked, just missed the sip. It's all good, man. You're going to catch a sip when we park, and the world will make sense. I promise. But my friends, again, the reason why I do this is because we are like this, dear friends. Remember, man, you guys got to love lots, and you guys got to care even more. All right. I love you guys. You guys, again, you guys mean the world to me. Thank you guys so much for supporting. Everybody else in here, my mods that were playing whack-a-mole, to all my members, our members extraordinaires, all of you guys, thank you guys so very much for being with me. Don't know what I got going on this weekend. If I have a chance to pop on, I usually do. If I don't, just know I'm busy. DJ NC, if you guys get a chance on the weekend and you want to kickstart your weekend, please make sure you guys catch her on Twitch. Would you? And then for your late night adventures, y'all make sure you guys hit up Hangry if he goes. And then all other homies, check out my friend on my page if you want to see all the crews I ride with, and show them some love, show them some support. Let's grow them. And again, please, please, please bombard Gain Life's channel right now at Disneyland. All right. So I love you guys. Please be safe, and we'll talk very soon. All right, everybody. Love y'all.